Hello, I have got something really quick today. This is not going to be a long, rambling video. This is going to be something that's quick, to the point, simple, and you need to listen to it because it can change the way you perceive your gratitude for everything. So, what am I talking about? Subscribe, like, share. Get this message out to as many people as you can. Stick around because what I'm going to tell you today, however short, could actually be life-changing. So, on my quest to find things to up-level myself and just have a better vibe and a better energy and all of that stuff that I do, I'm often looking for inspirational quotes. Sometimes I see them and I'm just like, yeah, okay, I get that. I know what it's meant to say to me, but I don't really kind of take it all on board. But in my looking, in my field of vision, in my going searching for things to make my life better and to allow me to feel better about myself, sometimes I stumble across something which is really profound and has the ability to change the way I see everything. And a quote that I came across this week did just that. It basically said, and this is going to blow your gratitude practice wide open. The quote was, "What if you wake up tomorrow with only the things you are grateful for today?" Now that, for some reason, struck a chord in my brain, and I am somebody that's always done gratitude practices. I've always done gratitude lists. You know, I read The Secret and I've done all of those things. I mean, I've talked about them here before on this channel. I talk about gratitude in my first book that's already published. I'm writing a chapter on gratitude in my second book, which is evolving, but I think I'm going to have to update it because what that quote made me do is rethink those practices that I have been doing. Sometimes gratitude lists, they can feel like a tick box practice, right? They can feel like you're going through the motions. They can feel like you're doing it because you're told to do it. And that does not really come from a place of feeling. It comes from a place of doing because it's something you have to do. It feels a bit more like work, right? What needs to happen to really allow you to tap into that gratitude and really make it evolve and change and have massive differences in your life is to find the feeling behind something. When you can put feeling and emotion behind things that you are doing on a daily basis, that's when you see changes. And that quote, "What if you wake up tomorrow with only the things you're grateful for today?" that for me gives gratitude feeling. Because if you live by that, what if you woke up tomorrow and you didn't have arms because you hadn't been grateful for your arms the day before? How would your life change? What if you woke up tomorrow and you couldn't see because you hadn't been grateful for your eyesight, for your ability, for your eyes, for that sense? What if that suddenly was taken away from you? What if you wake up tomorrow and you couldn't physically move because you hadn't been grateful for the ability of your body to take the signals from your brain, to take them down to your arms, your legs, your shoulders, your waist, your everything, your feet, your entire body? You hadn't been grateful for that, and so suddenly it's taken away from you. And on a less profound level, what if you woke up tomorrow and you could never ever see your you would never see your husband again because you hadn't been grateful for him the day before? What if you wake up tomorrow and you could never, ever, ever source another drink of coffee, ever, because you hadn't felt grateful for the ability to make a cup of coffee or buy a cup of coffee the day before? Doesn't it change everything? Doesn't it make the gratitude that you're going to feel for things so much more powerful. What if you woke up tomorrow and because you'd had an argument with your children, or they drove you mad, or they'd left cups on the coffee table instead of making them, taking them to the sink? And what if you in that moment hadn't felt grateful for them, and then the next day suddenly they weren't there anymore? Wouldn't that make you appreciate everything about them and not just see the things that they didn't do, the mess that they maybe didn't tidy up? What if you woke up tomorrow and you didn't have anywhere to live and you found yourself out on the streets with nothing because you hadn't been grateful for your home, for your bed, for the food that you put on the table, for the cutlery to eat that food with, and for your hands to pick up the cutlery and eat the food with, for the cooker to cook the food, for the money. No matter how much you dislike your job, the job gives you the money to buy the food, to put on the table, to pick up, to eat, to allow your body to function. What if suddenly tomorrow that was all taken away from you because you hadn't been grateful for it today? You hadn't seen the true value in the everyday, in the mundane, in the chaos, in the simple everyday things that you take for granted. So that quote, what if you woke up tomorrow with only the things that you were grateful for today, has the capacity to take your gratitude practice to an atmospheric level. It has the capacity to totally change the way you see your gratitude list. You're writing the 5 things you're grateful for. You're feeling the gratitude, the emotion behind it, which is what we need. The feeling, the emotion, the power. That's the power. The feeling and the emotion behind anything in life, that is the power. And when you can tap into that, and when you can make that the place where you come from, the reason why you do the work, the reason why you do all these practices that I talk about and that I write about and that I tell you about and that I film and that I blog about and all of that stuff. What if you could get that feeling and that emotion from something so simple as, what if I woke up tomorrow and I didn't have that? If I've not been grateful for that one thing today, whatever it is, what if tomorrow I suddenly don't have it? That has the capacity to be a game changer. And so I wanted to share that with you because I think that is massively powerful. I think it's something that we all need to be much more mindful of when we are doing the practices. You may feel with a lot of this work that it is just a checklist. It's just you're going through the motions. You're just doing it because you're told you have to. You're not doing it because you love doing it. You're not doing it because you have any kind of thoughts or feelings or energy behind it. You're just doing it. That's not going to change anything. That is not going to help you at all. The trick is to put emotion to it. And this one statement, this one quote can change everything. So live your life by that from now on. What if that thing that you're taking for granted today suddenly gets taken away from you tomorrow if you don't feel gratitude for it? Live your life from that. Think about things in your life from that place, and it has the ability to super change everything. That told you it's going to be quick. I told you it's going to be to the point. I didn't want to ramble because I feel this is so important, and it really has got the ability to change everything. Go forward with your life from this point forward, whenever you see this, with that quote in the forefront of your mind, and live from that place, and it will change the game for you. See you later. Bye.